Let you in on an aspect of the world that you're not normally accustomed to.
I could have been a totally different person.
Yeah, right now.
Since 12 hours ago.
Could have been wearing a business suit today. Who knows?
With a fanny pack.
With a fanny pack. Just classing up the joint.
That's a fantastic idea.
It's the only kind of ideas I have, sir.
It's Corner House Chronicles Day.
It's just different enough.
And here's the kicker, boss. They're all the same personality.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1.5 million asshole penguins.
I wouldn't laugh at them.
No, hell no. It'd kill you with his pinky. He's got to have some Jedi powers or something if he's...
Best part.
I'm going to try and pace it out, so just as you forget about me, I'll just pop in and remind you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is episode 26 of the Corner House Chronicles. I'm John.
I'm Jason.
And we are with you for the next 45 minutes to an hour. So sit back and enjoy.
It's a solid estimate.
Maybe a little longer.
A little short. Who knows?
Hopefully not shorter.
Hopefully not shorter. Hopefully we can bring the listeners something entertaining for a decent amount of time.
Yeah. We got a couple things up our sleeve here.
One or two.
Let's, where should we get started?
Oh, that taste.
That taste, yeah. How about, first of all, thank you, listeners, for coming back in with us once again. Like we said, episode 26. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Very cool for
us.
6 months.
Hopefully you're enjoying it.
Yeah, yeah. And if this is your first time, welcome.
Glad to have you.
Let's, I think we should get back into a familiar topic for us, something we haven't really talked about in a couple of weeks. And for you new listeners, we went heavy on this topic for
a long time, since the beginning.
Right, yeah, since the beginning, yes. This has been a what do they call it, a staple?
A staple, yeah.
In the show's foundation.
We kind of thought that it was over, that part of our life, that chapter of Corner House Chronicles had ended. But somebody had different ideas.
Yeah, and what's interesting is it's still the same book, maybe, but a new chapter, I guess.
Oh, I like that.
Because it's the same guy, just different antics. What we're talking about is Mr. Mad Mike Hughes out of California. He is for those of you who don't know, professional limo driver /
the world's most famous limo driver, sir.
World's most famous limo driver / cat enthusiast.
Indeed.
We've seen pictures.
We have names.
There's names, yes. His cats exist, and, I have a cat, so I'm like, cool. Cats are cool. I get it. So Mad Mike Hughes also / would be a flat earther who his goal was to try and build a homemade rocket powered by steam and launch himself a few different times up into the atmosphere to prove to all of us that the Earth was flat. The video was kind of interesting. He went, what was it, 1,300 feet off the ground? Or
it was more than that. I think it was 16.
1,600 feet off the ground. Pretty
impressive.
Yeah, it's no laughing matter.
For a limo driver / stuntman.
Yeah, a homemade rocket, right?
Cat enthusiast.
I'll admit, we mocked him pretty solid.
Pretty hard.
Until Rob was here. And then Rob was like, that's pretty cool, right? That he built that. And ever since I've been kind of thinking about it, like, it is pretty cool. He did do that. So
he did.
And then we interacted with him on social media a couple of times. And
once or twice.
It might have got a little hairy, but, we kept things pretty civil. So that's cool.
Oh, I think we were very civil.
Mad Mike Hughes is back in the news, folks.
He has a new goal.
He is a go-getter.
He's not one to sit around the couch and daydream.
I guess not, man. Maybe the limo's in the shop or something. He gets antsy. I don't know.
Or he comes up with these ideas while driving.
Maybe.
He's got a lot of time on his hands, possibly.
He's sitting outside the prom waiting for the kids to come out. So he's going to build a boat.
Not just any boat.
Not just any boat.
He has big aspirations for this boat.
I think the current world record is like 400 and some miles an hour, right? For a boat?
It's just over 400.
And his goal is to break that.
To break it hard.
On a homemade, I'm going to say steam-powered boat. Because, if he knows how to run the steam power, he might as well go with it, right? Good luck to you, Mike.
He had, as of Tuesday of last week, he has started the tubing for the jig for the new boat. And he quotes, let's say, the new boat that we believe will become the fastest boat ever on water.
Now, when he first posted something about building this boat and breaking this record, of course I, stumbled into the comment section. And I might have typed out something that I was going to comment 3 times.
Maybe.
And just delete them because I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this right now. But the first comment that I saw was, aren't you worried about racing your boat right off the edge of the earth?
Oh. Did he respond?
No, there was no response, but it had
Surprise.
a butt ton of likes. People were just liking it right away, And then, of course, people were calling him names, scammer, and this and that. And then occasionally you'd get that one pro Mad Mike Hughes comment in there, like, way to go, buddy.
Don't listen to him, guy.
Right, keep up the good fight. We all believe in you. Like, they got to be relatives, right?
Or flat earthers.
Or flat earthers, right? I don't want to get too far off subject because I want to stay on Mad Mike Hughes because I'm interested in how he's going to build this boat and if the video is going to be to the same quality as the launch was a couple of months ago. Because it wasn't that, I want to say it wasn't that good quality of a video because, it's a video, right?
Yeah.
But there was no video of him like getting in the rocket, give me a thumbs up. Was there? I
never
see
went
it.
back.
Oh, okay. Maybe there was, and I just
I've
didn't watch
heard
it.
there was some video of him landing and like them dragging him out and that, but I have not witnessed this with my eyes.
And I did remember reading that he claimed he got hurt or something.
Yeah, he was
from the landing.
recuperating on his couch with his carrying cats. All 4 of them.
All 4. That's funny. Whoa. It's going nuts over here on the phone.
It's going down.
Right. It's Mike. He's like, stop talking about it. It's a
You guys are
surprise.
so mean.
It's not, Mike.
It's not.
I
Not really.
wish it was. I'd kill for that phone number. I might call him all the time. It's fun to call people. I remember there was a video of a rapper, and the song was called Wally World.
Okay.
And it was a homemade video, right?
Well,
This
yeah.
guy was from Detroit, and it was
It's
inside
so
Walmart.
cold in the D.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
And he's in the Walmart, and he's got 2 girls, and they're dancing up and down the aisles and whatever. Okay.
That's a nice video.
Yeah, right. At the very end of the video, he puts his phone number.
Oh, shit.
So we were at the pizza shop, and of course, I call, and he answered.
No shit.
Yeah, and I had a conversation with him. I was like, what? I think I got him to hang up on me after about 60 seconds. And then the second time when he answered, like 5 minutes later, we waited to call him, and he answered, and maybe I got 30 seconds out of him. But I was like, why are you going to put your phone number on the video but not talk to somebody who would call you about said video? I'm calling.
You're not a record producer.
No, I'm asking you questions about the video.
Yeah.
And I think
Were their prices that low? Dear Lord, that was amazing.
but it's just it was a terrible video, just to say the least,
Did you buy the camera and memory card in said Walmart and we're just like, fuck it, let's do it now?
Like, these chicks were twerking on shopping carts, and I'm just like, this
Nice.
is brutal. But yes, if I could get a phone number from Mike, I'd call him in a heartbeat.
That reminded me of a story I seen about a week or so ago. It was Russell Crowe when he did, I think, Gladiator. Started getting random phone calls at every hotel he went to of this guy fucking with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of like, is your refrigerator running type deal.
Classic.
It was the same guy for like years, every time. And then he later found out that it was actually Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding. You'd think you'd recognize that voice.
He said it was an odd voice. He had no idea. Like, he knew his name. Every hotel he stayed in would make jokes like, oh. He would call the hotel and demand, like, his room be changed. So, like, one day he would have all the stuff in one hotel room, and then he'd go out and come back, and, like, his key doesn't work. Or the people at the desk would be like, oh, here's your new room. We're sorry about the inconvenience and that. And he'd be like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And it was Michael Jackson calling the hotel saying, like, oh, my friend, he needs a new room.
Michael Jackson was a savage?
Apparently so.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Or he had a thing for Russell Crowe,
Or he had
maybe.
a thing for Russell Crowe. Like, he liked that Gladiator movie, But I was like, damn, for years. And Russell Crowe was like, I had no idea who it was. It creeped me out. But then I got to a point where I was like, expected?
Did he found out it was Michael Jackson for sure?
After Michael Jackson passed away, he found out.
Oh, really? Say what? If it
Either
was
relatives or
might have been
someone
like an
in Michael Jackson's
impersonator?
camp. No, it was legitimately.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
The first thing I would think of if I heard that voice would be Michael Jackson, right?
But I guess he said like he disguised the voice. So like, wasn't it? Hey,
Jeez.
hey, Russell.
Then I would think it's a child.
You know?
Like, why is this kid following me around the country, pranking all my hotel rooms?
Oh, shit. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick and read some of the stuff he would say.
That's funny.
It's weird.
Oh, yeah, it's really weird.
I mean,
Even for Michael Jackson, that's kind of weird. Like, he's done some weird things.
one or two.
Michael Jackson. He was, I always found it odd that he was such good friends with the kids, the Macaulay Culkin kid, you know?
Yeah.
And so it got me to thinking. I was thinking about Macaulay Culkin in the Home Alone movies earlier and how long it's been. It's damn near, 30 years since the first one came out? I think it was
Easy.
early 90s.
Early 91, 92.
Right. So I found this news headline the other day on the internet there, and it was a 12-year-old kid in Australia got a hold of his parents' credit card, and he booked himself a flight and a hotel in Bali, in Indonesia. And it was like Home Alone 2. Like, dude just went on his trip all by himself, 12 years old. They said,
wish you weren't here.
Yeah, the authorities eventually tracked him down. I'm guessing using the credit card or something. But yeah, I was like, man, that's crazy.
All right, let's say.
I remember watching that movie, thinking to myself, I don't know if I could do that at 12.
Fuck no, that takes some balls.
Like
I wouldn't
New
even
York
know
City.
I wouldn't even know at that time to call the hotel to make the reservations.
Well, nowadays you don't really have to call.
Well, nowadays no, but back then,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
Nowadays we
if you think about it from your perspective, then, but like I can't really think out like, all right, how would a 12-year-old today
get to the airport?
have call it Uber? They would just use apps on the phone.
Yeah.
If they had the credit card, they would just say like, oh, blah blah blah.
Right. Oh, I'm meeting my parents at the airport. Okay, they get there. Oh, I'm meeting my parents on the other side of the flight.
Now it seems it's
And
easily accessible.
I'm guessing until he went to check in to his hotel room,
and had to.
he probably just got away with saying, "No, my mom's over there, or my dad's in this room," or you know what I mean, just giving people bullshit excuses.
They're doing this while I check in.
Right. That would I don't think it would work. That's what I'm saying.
It worked in New York.
Up until the hotel room, he probably got away with it.
True. But like, all right, let's say the credit card company. Can the parents then make a claim saying it was like fraud, even though it was their kid who's a minor and can't really be held accountable?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that aspect of it.
Do they get that money back, or are they just screwed?
My thought process went to like, how horrible is it in Australia? This 12-year-old kid's like, I got to go to Bali.
If I learned anything from the Mad Max movies, it's looking kind of rough unless you're on the Gold Coast.
Oh, well. I wonder what would be worse, being there or being in Hawaii right now.
Or Ohio. Probably Hawaii at the moment.
You see the photographs of the golfers?
With the shit going off behind them?
It's like it's no big deal. The guy's just golfing. Everybody else is turned around taking pictures of the volcanic
I can get 9
eruption.
in, no problem.
Well, let's just a little bit of smoke. Let's go.
Yeah. Makes a putt because there was an earthquake. Like, yeah.
Just as he hits the ball, the ground shifts and it falls in.
I did find the
Russell Crowe thing?
Russell Crowe
Okay,
thing.
here we go.
So like some of the shit that Michael Jackson would call, like example Russell Crowe gave was he would get a call from the voice he knew, and it would go, "Is Mr. Wall there? Is Mrs. Wall there? Are there any walls there? Then what's holding up the roof? Ha ha ha," and hang up.
That's ridiculous.
And Russell Crowe's like, this shit goes on for 2 to 3 years, right?
That's how long it took to film that movie, or was it after?
It was after.
Done?
Like
he just
they would
kept
just
doing
track
it?
him down. He was like, he'd call, and in a strong voice say, "Is there an emergency and you need to leave? Or there's an emergency and you need to leave the building." And he'd be like, "Who is this?" And the voice would be like, "Don't worry, Russell. Just kidding. It's Michael." And then hang up.
I'm just having such a hard time picturing what this voice would sound like. Disguised. Maybe he had one of those the boxes from the movie Scream. Where you press the button and it makes your voice sound like something.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna butter your bread.
Yeah, it's something like. Oh yeah, there you go. Yep, same thing.
But for 2 to 3 years, that's fucking nuts.
Like, is this what Michael Jackson was doing when he was hopped up on all those pills?
I guess.
Just locked in a room with his monkey, cranking Russell Crowe. Just crank calling Russell Crowe every day.
And then you got to wonder, like, who else did he do this to?
Man, that could be. What if somebody came out and was like, hey, I got all this dirt. Like I was Michael Jackson's note taker during his phone call charades.
Maybe he hired a comedian to write all this shit for him.
That'd be funny. Who?
Maybe in 2020 an album's going to drop of just prank calls by Michael Jackson.
It's probably Macaulay Culkin. That's why he ain't done shit. He got all messed up on drugs with Michael, taking notes on all these phone calls, and then
Macaulay Culkin was looking rough for a while. He's looking better now.
He looked like fucking Kid Rock from Joe Dirt. That's what he looked like to me. But
that's fair.
I haven't seen any pictures recently, so
he looks normal again.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Less sunken, hollow face. Doesn't look strung out.
Less pilly.
Yeah. Looks like he scooted that heroin aside and kept on going.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Chuck that up to a positive thing.
Well, he's still here.
It's a true story. Maybe there'll be a Home Alone.
They should.
8.
They
I don't know what they're at and where he's the dad. And it'd kind of be like Taken, but I have a very particular set of skills. Marv, it's the kid again.
Somehow he would have to go search out Marv and search out the two crooks.
Bandits?
Yeah, he'd have to find them for help. That would be like the plot line. Like, I need your help.
I mean, fuck what? They're bringing back Bill and Ted.
Everything. Bring it all back. Let's go. Let's give the new generation some actual. As long as the writing is good.
Correct.
Oh,
correct. You can't fuck it up too much.
They're gonna fuck these movies up, and then we're all gonna be
like you were telling me about the new Predator.
I did. I saw a trailer for it. It looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was never a huge Predator fan. I saw the movies.
I like Predator 2.
Yeah.
With shit. Where they were in, was it Miami, I think? Or LA, one of the two.
Was Predator 1 they went to?
Predator 1 was Schwarzenegger out in the jungle.
But it was on Earth?
Yeah.
Which one did they go to the Predator's planet?
That was Predators with
oh, okay.
What's his face? Danny Trejo was in it. Like they
It wasn't Christian Bale, was it?
No, it wasn't Christian Bale. It was
whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody's yelling at their radio right now or yelling at their phone.
Maybe we're doing it on purpose.
I
Probably
can't.
not. I can't. I could look it up on my phone within a second. But I'm trying to remember because,
it's one of them pride things.
It is one of the pride things. Topher Grace was in it.
I can picture the dude that was the star in the movie, but
Brody?
Adrian?
Yeah, there you go. Adrian Brody.
He was in Summer of Sam, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah, Predators was that one where they get stuck on the hunting planet for the predators.
So Predator was an alien, correct? Or no?
I mean, there was a Predator versus Alien movie. Wasn't that great? At the end of Predator 2, Danny Glover goes on the alien ship, and they have like a trophy room with all the skulls that they got, and there's an alien skull back there. But they've never.
So Predator is just as much of an alien to us as the octopus is.
Potentially.
Okay.
Potentially.
Right. I like that.
Yeah. That's a weird thing to think about. I was reading that
maybe the octopus grows legs and turns into Predator.
Maybe they're baby predators. Maybe they're just incubating here.
Or maybe Predator turns into an octopus.
Oh, shit.
Like his hair.
Yeah.
Right?
The mouth.
So if you cut Predator's head off, it turns into an octopus.
Potentially.
That's just dumb. Sorry. But what were you reading?
Yeah, for the listeners out there, I was reading an article the other day that a group of scientists have put out a scientific paper for peer review, pretty much stating that they believe that octopi, is that the correct pluralization?
I believe so.
Are not from Earth. That they believe that they are a visiting species. And
It just makes so much sense.
It does. I mean, well, the United Kingdom has them classified as a sentient being, so they can't be tested on or fucked with because they are amazingly smart.
Right, just like dolphins.
Just like dolphins.
Right, okay. Now, those are both water species.
This is true.
Okay? And they are both super fucking smart. Like, really, really smart. For those of you listening,
Freakishly smart.
If you don't believe us, look up octopus videos.
On YouTube.
That's all you have to do, especially the one on the boat.
Yeah, where it's like going through that little hole.
That is a giant fucking octopi or whatever you want to call it, and it sucks itself through this little tiny side hole in this boat, and it's gone just like that, and it's unbelievable to watch. But yes, it makes sense, maybe, that they might come from a different place. Maybe, maybe the dolphins and the octopus somehow infused genetics with each other. Predator. No?
I'm sorry, I was drinking. How would it walk on land?
I don't know.
I'm not a scientist. I'm just saying.
I'm just playing one on this show.
I don't know. Like, they are interesting creatures. And they really don't have a lot in common with that much else on Earth. Like, physiology, like, physically. Like, DNA makeup. Like,
right. I would say the only thing that I think of that would be like that they have 8 legs in spiders or centipedes or various little insects, bugs that have a bunch of legs. But other than that, no, I mean,
some scientists have gone on record and say that they have the weirdest DNA map that they have ever seen.
You were saying something about humans sharing.
Yeah. So, like, humans' DNA code has similarities to almost everything on Earth. Like, I think ours is, it's freaking weird how close our DNA strand is to a banana.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's just little fine tweaks that make us us.
Right.
I mean, it's chimpanzees, it's everything, birds. Like, we share a large amount of our DNA sequence with the other creatures and things.
Okay.
Not octopuses. It's octopi, sorry.
Right.
Not even close. To the point where recognized scientists, I will say that the article I read went on to say that they are skeptical about some of the claims that they come out with.
Mm-hmm.
But then some of the people that were also in the paper are very highly regarded in the scientific community. And they're like, no, this shit's kind of weird. Check it out.
They've always been a fascinating creature.
Oh yeah, they are.
Always.
Yeah.
Especially like the really big ones that they fish out of the bottom of the ocean or something, you know?
Mm.
Like, it's crazy.
Dude, I dig the ones, I don't know all the different fucking subspecies and fucking shit.
Right.
But the ones that'll mimic other creatures. Like, there's one that'll change its color pattern and the way it looks to look like a fucking coral snake with one of its fucking tentacles, like, just drifting out. There's another that tries to impersonate a lionfish. It's so cool, the shit they can do. You ever see a cuttlefish?
Is that the little orange and white striped ones?
That's a clownfish.
Okay, then no, I haven't. I'm sure I have, but
Probably.
I can't think of what it looks like right now.
It kind of looks more like a squid.
Okay.
But it's so weird. They can change the color. Like, they're kind of like fiber optic in a sense.
Okay.
And they, like, sparkle, or they can change, like... Oh, I'll bring up a little video. Hold on.
Huh.
They're fucking amazingly frightening. I would not want to be in water with them.
Yeah, no. No, thank you.
They're not that big. It's just they're fucking frightening.
Well, spiders aren't big either, but you know,
Some of them can be.
Well, yeah. So can some squid. I don't know. I always found it fascinating, that job, like going down into water. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I could do it. I think I'd get freaked out by all the darkness and the nothing around you. You know. This is a video of
Spot the cuttlefish. It's probably gonna.
Wow. This looks like a bowl of rocks. Is it the spot over there, maybe? I don't know. That's wild, dude.
Let me find a better one where
They're like the chameleons of the sea.
Pretty much. They are just frightening. And the color spectrum they can hit is amazing. And it's like the pores of their skin do it. And it's like, I forget exactly how they do it. It is just freakish.
How deep do you think the water is in that video?
I have no idea.
Look how light, how bright is the light
Could be close to the shore
down there. Wow, look at that thing. That's crazy. And yet the human race still believes we're at the top of the food chain. I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it. Not for 1 second.
They find a video of it eating.
If
and
stuff
then you can
like
see
that,
why it's so frightening.
If we were forced to live in their world, we wouldn't last a second. A.
Fuck no.
And B, if they were forced to live in our world, I believe that they would probably beat us.
I'm gonna check that out.
That's the same creature?
Yeah. They can
Whoa.
also like either be smooth.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's crazy. Like a Venus flytrap situation where
it's kind of like a alien's mouth comes out and sucks it out and pulls it in.
Whoa. That's cool.
Yeah, but they can change the texture of their skin too to mimic like coral, or like they want to look like a certain crab or a moray eel, or they can do it all, and it is frightening.
So I'm picturing a group of fish swimming by, and one of them goes, coral? And then, coral. Yeah, it just, that fish is gone. Have you seen, this is so funny. Have you seen the Snapple commercial where the apples, there's like 4 apples sitting at a table, and they all have these, computer imposed faces and arms, and they're drinking this new brand of Snapple, and they all got name tags in front of them, and the one guy takes a drink and goes, man, that tastes just like what Phil would taste like. And then they all look around, they go, where is Phil? And then they all look at their bottles and then take another drink. I don't know why I thought of that, but it's just funny.
That's clever, but it'd be kind of weird. I don't like human faces on other
it's
things.
creepy. You don't like human faces on other things? What about if it's on other humans?
Yeah, that's fine. It's
so if you take somebody else's face and put it on a different body.
Like if you took Nicolas Cage's face and put it on John Travolta's body?
If you put it on anybody's body. Because apparently Nicolas Cage his face on other things is the new Chuck Norris joke.
I would like to believe that it is this generation's Chuck Norris joke.
Which
some of them are hilarious.
The one that I just found was Nicolas Cage's face superimposed on famous rap albums. And I'll tell you what, I laughed my ass off, dude. For a good 10 minutes, I laughed. The Chronic album, where they put his face in there, man. I think it was the picture from Con Air. That stupid smile that he's got. Is it Con Air? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Con Air, he had the long hair and like 5
Okay, no, I don't
shadow.
think it's that one.
Usually, like when they put,
it's probably Face Off. I think when he was like laughing at Travolta. Yeah.
Because he always does like, oh, this is my crazy face.
Yeah.
My eyes bugging out, and I tilt my head to the side.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Today was a good day.
Yeah.
All right. So, out of all of the album covers that he was superimposed on, which one were you just like, yep, that was the best?
The Notorious B.I.G. I think it was Ready to Die was the album. The baby with the afro. Oh, dude. They shrunk Nicolas Cage's face down so perfect to where it looked like,
fit.
Oh, man. That one, and I liked the DMX one, the Flesh of My Flesh, where he just got that. That one was pretty cool, too. If you go to Facebook,
if you go on the internet anywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find it anywhere, but I saw it on Facebook.
Okay.
But it's just search Nicolas Cage's face on things, and
Yeah,
they put him on Pokemon characters. They put him on like people have pranked family members by putting Nicolas Cage's face on all the pictures in the house and see how long it takes the family to notice, and just different things like that.
I was telling you earlier about the story I seen where a guy was pranking another gentleman that he worked with at the office, and he kept putting the crazy Nicolas Cage face everywhere, like on his calendar 4 months ahead, like screensavers.
The best one was the mouse.
Yeah.
That's the best.
So he's putting it in like all the files and paperwork, so randomly, like as he's flipping through something, he just sees a picture of Nicolas Cage's face. But then he shrunk one and then put it on the bottom of the mouse over the laser, so the mouse, when you moved it, wouldn't do nothing. So eventually you turn it over and look, and you got like crazy Nicolas Cage face looking at you like, ah!
I totally want to do that to somebody. That's so funny.
Heads up, folks.
I know. Heads up, Steve. I'm even going to warn you it's coming.
There was an artist, I think his name is Michael Bird. He does some interesting art, and let's make sure it's actually him. One of his most famous paintings is No One Wants to Play Nintendo with Harrison Ford.
That sounds intriguing. Is it like the painting of Kramer?
Similar. The painting depicts two kids on a beanbag chair playing Sega, and Harrison Ford standing behind him with his head down, like all defeated, holding a fucking Nintendo with the fucking duck hunting gun and that, just kind of like, you guys suck.
You guys are playing Sega, you bitches. Oh, yeah. That's good beer. That is good beer. While Jay's searching for the correct name.
Brandon Bird.
Brandon Bird. There we go. Search over. Shout out to Brandon Bird for your art. Nobody wants to play Nintendo with Harrison Ford.
He has one piece that I fucking love. It's called, I believe, DeVito.
Do you think he has to get the rights to these?
Probably not.
Or you just put them out and hope for the best, you know?
The laws with copyrights and that, and people's likenesses, as long as he's not printing out like anything over 2,000, if he's not selling prints of it,
Okay.
and it's under 2,000, it can't be really touched.
Okay.
And I think he's just selling off like one-offs and.
Yeah, as long as it's not like real, like inflammatory stuff, right?
No,
like
no.
Nothing degrading or. Like, I don't think Harrison Ford would have a problem with that picture.
No.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
It's nothing like out of the creepy.
Man's like if Harrison Ford got all like bent out of shape. It was like called him up, like, you better stop putting my name and likeness on your paintings. I don't even like Nintendo. I'm actually pro Sega.
Sega Master System was where it's at.
Maybe he pulled out like a what did you say last week? Sega CD.
Sega CD, yeah. Who hasn't played
Echo.
Sega CD?
What if Harrison Ford
Echo
plays
the
Echo? We should put that on a T-shirt. Harrison Ford plays Echo.
It says Ash Ketchum with a Pikachu body on his back, and it's Danny DeVito's face, and it's like DeVito. But when you read it, you put it in Danny DeVito's voice. Oh, it's
that's
so great.
funny. Trying to get this flavor of this beer, what it is.
There's hints of like chocolate, I think. It's very tasty. I'm digging it.
Yeah, I'm in.
Here, let me pull up some information about what we are tasting this evening. I'm enjoying it. So tonight, from Gonzo's BiggDogg Brewery in Kalamazoo, Michigan, we are trying their brown ale. Geyser Brown Ale, as it is. So this is an energetic beer, always explodes out of our vessels. Afterwards, we're left with a rich, nutty brown ale with just the right amount of dark malt and caramel undertones. Strategically hopped with Michigan-grown Chinook and Hersberger hops? ? Question mark? From Hophead Farms. Let's see. It is a 7.2%. It is only available in can, folks. But the can has some wonderful art on it. It's very Art Deco. It's very nice.
Yeah. Established 2013.
Big shout out to Gonzo's BiggDogg Brewing in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
This beer named itself by always exploding out of the vessel when it was made. So Geyser Brown was born, and the world is a better place because of it. Share this righteous brew when the occasion demands a blast of excitement and taste. Boom.
Good on you.
Signed, Gonzo.
Very tasty.
I'd like to meet Gonzo.
Do you think his parents named him that? Or is that a nickname?
Probably a nickname, but
Probably
you never
safe
know.
bet. You don't, really.
You never know nowadays. People are naming.
And then renaming.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, what was it, Sweden? Is that what it was?
I believe so.
First, before we get too far off track on this one, shout out to Gonzo's BiggDogg Brewing out of Kalamazoo.
Kazoo.
Yeah, good stuff. Tasty.
Very good. Very tasty.
I don't know about 4-packs, man. Just give us like a 6-pack of cans at least.
Yeah, but I will say, what are the ounces?
Oh yeah, it is kind of a 16-ounce.
It's a tall
can,
boy.
right? I think it says a pint.
Yeah, it's a pint. It's a 16 ounce.
Okay, but still, it's good stuff.
Oh, very good.
Silver medal winner. Nicely done. Yes, so
2016 World Expo of Beer.
we're gonna take you to Sweden, where a woman got her children's names tattooed on her.
As some parents do.
A lot of parents do. Absolutely.
Very proud of their kids.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to be your kids, right? You might as well. And you think when
You're
you
stuck
name
with them for a minute,
when you
so.
name your kids, Well,
First
apparently one of her kids' names is Kevin, and the article we read tonight said that the tattoo artist added an extra L and made it Kelvin.
Yeah. So she then...
She kept it. She
tattoo?
kept the tattoo.
Yeah.
And she grew to love the name, and then legally changed her kid's name to Kelvin.
Match her tattoo. That's a lot better than having, the tattoo lasered off or trying to have it corrected.
Right, just an X through it. And
How do you take an extra L
That's what's puzzling.
out of a tattoo?
He added an extra L.
Yeah, it was very poorly worded, I believe.
Right. Wouldn't you just
Indicating
say
that there was
added an
more
L?
than one tattoo. More than one tattoo.
More than one L
There you
in the
go.
name Kevin. Right.
Yeah.
So his name would have already been Kelvin.
The first L is silent.
Right. I don't know. I'm like, that's just poor writing. But the story's funny.
Yeah, but the fact that a mother got the wrong name tattooed on her, then went and legally changed her child's name to then match her tattoo.
I might do the same thing.
Yeah?
No.
It's like, what's your kid's name? Oh, his name's Justin. I got this tattoo that's named Steve.
Bustin'.
So now we're going to the courthouse.
Just start calling your kid a different name.
All together.
That's ridiculous.
I wonder how that would work. Like, wait till your kid's like 10. So that's already ingrained in him or her. And then you just start blurting out some other fucking name.
Right.
Looking directly in their eye like, are you stupid? I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you, Kelvin.
Ma,
why you keep saying that?
Like, that's what I named you. It's like, no. Give
Of-
that kid a complex.
Of all the tattoos you have, do you have any words anywhere?
I have a name.
Just the autograph name, right?
Yeah.
But he wrote that.
He did write that. Fuck
Right. Well,
yeah.
I would hope it wasn't spelled wrong.
I would really hope. I never went back and checked.
No, because it's his autograph.
Yeah.
So even if he spelled it wrong,
I mean, I was there. He signed it.
It makes your story even better if it's spelled wrong, because then you're like, the motherfucker signed his own name wrong. But he didn't. He didn't sign it wrong. It's correct.
It is correct.
I, on the other hand, have a ton of letters and words tattooed on my body. Mm-hmm. And
I've always been afraid.
Every time, the first time, this
Oh,
one on
yeah.
my arm, Steve got to the eye.
And then went, wait a minute.
And he goes, "Oh, dude, I fucked up." And I was like, "What?" ever
cold
since
shock hits you.
Ever
like a
since
bucket of water.
Yeah, he's tried to get me every time I get a tattoo that has wording to it. You know?
Oh, he's just fucking with you.
Oh yeah, now he'll do it just to mess with me. Like, bro, I spelled this wrong. But
Way
I
to
check
go,
him
Steve.
when he puts the stencil on. I double check it.
yeah.
Except I have 2 on my back that are basically chicken scratch. Like the letters and numbers are so tiny you can't even hardly tell what they are.
Blend in later.
I didn't care if those were wrong. Because I was like, bro, I don't care.
I've known a couple tattoo artists, like legitimate tattoo artists, and their advice has always been, if you plan to get something written, like words tattooed on you,
Yeah.
you hand them the spelling you want, because that's what they're putting on you. They're not going to double check it for you. They're not autocorrect.
Right.
The multiple ones that I've talked to have said the same thing. We're not autocorrect. You tell me what you want tattooed.
Yeah.
That's now my job to tattoo that, so it's not my fault.
I always wondered, like, what if I got one spelled wrong? What would I do?
What would you do?
Probably nothing, except just be like, yeah, I fucked up and spelled it wrong. Because, I'm not going to get one covered up. It just seems like a waste.
I've always wanted to see, and I have yet to see, like a picture of it, because I would never do it. But you know the people that get like Bible verses or like really long, like a paragraph tattooed on them? If something was messed up or multiple things, and they figured out like, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, have another tattoo artist go in there and like red ink and do all the corrections and put like a C- at the top circled.
That'd be awesome. That's almost worth doing on purpose, just so it looks like that. That'd be sweet.
That'd be kind of neat. Have not seen that.
Well,
I mean,
if anybody listening, if you have that, that'd be awesome. Send us a picture. That'd be sweet to see, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great idea for a tattoo. Like a back piece. Just like your whole back. Just like write an essay of ridiculous shit and then have the artist like go over and correct it with red ink.
You know.
That'd be so good.
This isn't capitalized. You forgot the comma.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be really good.
Little notes on the side. What were you thinking here? Explain this.
Don't say it again. Stuff like
Run-on
that.
sentence.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a great idea for a tattoo. I might do that for the movie script that I'm working on. One of
Yeah.
the characters, maybe I'll have him do that as a tattoo, just so we can put it out there. Trademark.
It's happening. We have told you guys in the past, we come up with great ideas.
We do.
We do.
It's just execution.
It is execution and time.
Usually, it's more beer than execution.
And we do enjoy doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm. You know what else I enjoy?
What else do you enjoy?
Pop Funko figures.
I enjoy them as well.
They're so cool.
They are really fucking neat. I don't know why.
I don't either.
I mean, it's just a little caricature of a person or a character.
I don't even remember what the first one we got was.
No? I
No.
remember the first one I got. I got Slimer.
Slimer? That was recent, too, right?
Oh, no, I've had him for a few years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember what the first one we got was. We got some good ones in the house, that's for sure. Our collection is pretty good.
A respectable collection. If you had to put a number, just ballpark it.
I don't want to say because people know that them things are $10 each.
And then
right.
you know how much I've invested.
It makes it look like an addiction at that point.
It's a collection, sir.
It is a collection, yes, and we enjoy them, and we don't buy them all at one time.
So
we spread them
you
out. It
have
might
a
be
few.
once here and there,
Yeah.
But
It's not like a weekly endeavor.
right.
Yeah.
At this point in our collection now, we're looking for good ones. It's
Specific.
not just,
Yeah.
like I'm not collecting the whole Marvel cast.
No,
I don't really care. But
Yeah.
we got half of the Breakfast Club, and Terrence and Phillip from South Park, and a couple of the Golden Girls, and different things like
nice.
that. Yeah.
Nice.
I will say the Conor McGregor one was a good one to grab. I
Yeah.
was happy I got my hands on that one because it's not easy to find.
No,
unless
a lot
you
of them
order them.
They only do a certain number run, and then they vault them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I said, I'd love to go out to Washington and go to their headquarters.
Yeah. Because you can actually get like your own.
Yeah.
Like a
That'd
Funko
be
Pop
sweet.
of you,
That'd be really cool.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
I would do that.
I would totally do it.
I wonder if like you get to pick and choose the props.
I don't see why not.
Because like some of the Funko Pops, they'll have like a car, or they'll have a
Yeah,
cane
whatever.
and a hat,
Yeah.
or glasses, or guitar, or whatever.
We got Will Ferrell from SNL, and he's holding the cowbell.
Nice.
His shirt's even up.
Well, I think I got 6 total right now.
Your new one just showed up today.
It did. It's here.
Yes.
Live in studio.
It's so awesome.
It is. It's sweet. It's the new Alice Cooper.
The all-white suit and top hat.
Yeah. He has a white top hat, a white...
or it's not all-white suit. White coat.
White
Right.
coat with tails.
Right.
A cane and a microphone. There's another version.
It's the Is that the No More Mr. Nice Guy? Or is the other one No More Mr. Nice Guy?
I think what's that store called?
Hot Topic?
Hot Topic.
There we go.
Yeah, I think that one's the No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Okay.
And in that one, he's in a straitjacket with no
Yeah.
hat.
Yeah.
I preferred the one with the top hat and tails. That was a little classy.
Yeah. We did that when we got the Elton John one. We got him with the hat and stuff.
Let's see. I got Alice is the newest edition. I have Slimer. I have the burnt version of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Ooh.
It's cool as shit.
Is that a collector? The burnt version or no?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I just seen it at the comic book store
Yeah,
I was
you're
at. I was like, sold.
Gimme.
And then I was gifted a 3-pack, which was very cool. It's from my sister. And it has Lewis from the Ghostbusters with the colander hat.
Yeah.
It has, what's her name? Sigourney Weaver in the red dress. And it has one of the terror dogs in the middle.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
sweet.
sweet. That's really cool.
Have not broken those out of the package yet.
No.
No.
That's the one thing we, like right when we first started collecting them, we would take them out of the package to put them up on the shelf.
Yeah. I'm totally for that. It's just I don't know where to put them.
Well, now I found out from pretty reputable whatever that word is.
Reputable?
Yeah, that when you keep them in the package,
They're worth more.
I obviously you know that.
Yeah.
But the value in them, it stays really, really good still in the package, even for resale.
Yes. Yes.
Like the one guy that I know that sells a lot of them, he buys collections from people when they're done with them.
Oh, really?
You know, and if they're out of the package, he barely touches it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, for him, it's a money-making endeavor, not so much a collecting endeavor.
Right. But if, there's a couple good ones in that collection, you want to get your hands on it.
I'm going to look up now, like, what's the most valuable Funko Pop?
Dude, I'm telling you, the Tupac one, the last time I checked on eBay, that bitch was going for almost $300.
Holy
The
shit.
Notorious B.I.G. was going for over $400. There's one in the collectible shop up here around the corner from us. He's got one that's over $250.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like I think he said they made like 100 of them or 200 of them or something. It's a really small run.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You're probably gonna pull out like $1,000. Is it close? Oh shit!
More.
Really?
All right. So Funko Pop has their guy, Freddie Funko, with the little crown and freckles. There's a Freddie Funko in a Boba Fett outfit.
Oh jeez. Yeah, if it's Star Wars, it's probably fucking
Over
huge.
$6,000.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
There's a Freddie Funko Comic-Con exclusive where he's kind of in a Superman outfit instead of the S. There's a F.
Yeah.
3,000. Dumbo is 2,400.
Dumbo, like the elephant?
The elephant.
Dumbo?
Disney's Dumbo. Let's see. The holographic Darth Maul.
More Star Wars.
Yeah. So it's like he's blue.
Yeah.
That's 1,700. Chewbacca, 1,700.
That'd be a sweet one to get me.
Oh, that one's dope. There's a Comic-Con exclusive glow-in-the-dark Green Lantern.
Ooh.
1,200.
See, that's the thing, too, is they make these exclusives, and like Target has their own line.
yeah. All of these are
Hot
all
Topic has
like
their own line. Walmart,
Comic-Con or Tokyo.
Comic-Con, they all have their own like
That's
special
awesome.
line.
New York Comic-Con.
We got the Tommy Boy, Chris Farley and David Spade.
Yeah.
And he's holding the brake pads, and David Spade's character, whatever. There's a third one, and it's Tommy Boy, the fat guy in a little
coat?
Yeah, but you can't find him.
Do you have it?
No.
Damn.
I think it's a Hot Topic thing, or
Okay.
it's either Hot Topic or Target, one of the two. But yeah, like you go online and it's like they're either sold out or I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. I've been kind
Have
of
you ever gone on eBay?
Only if I search something and it brings me to eBay. That's
Okay.
it. But I don't go there searching for it. No, I go right to Amazon. That's the first, or I'll go to Funko's page,
Yeah.
like their specific website, and order from them if I choose to. You know, they're awesome though. I think it's because you can get them in literally everything. You know, like I don't think there's something they haven't made yet in a Funko.
Well, there probably is.
There is specifically, but not like they do music, they do movies,
Oh, yeah,
they do
yeah.
TV, they do
Comic books, everything.
just popular. Like I'm sure Martha Stewart probably has a fucking Funko somewhere. You know what I mean?
That's probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they can touch on any topic or any aspect of social culture. You know?
All right. So, without knowing if they actually made one or not,
Okay.
and this is just straight from you, what Funko Pop would you love to find for your collection?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question because there's so many musical artists that I could pick, like the Deftones. Like I would just say, just make me a Deftones Funko, you know, Chino or the whole band or whatever.
That'd be cool.
I do like the Super Troopers ones. I think those are sweet.
Mac with a fucking
Yep.
bulletproof cup. That's a good one.
I think the Motley Crue ones look really, really good. I like those ones. And I guess if I had to pick one that I don't think they have right now, I think The Simpsons would be cool.
Ooh.
Just because they have a lot of weird features.
I would want a Krusty the Clown one.
Krusty would be cool. I think Sideshow Bob would be really fucking
yeah.
cool just because I got the same hair as he does.
Less star-shaped.
Or Millhouse.
Millhouse
I think
would be
Millhouse
solid.
would be a killer Pop Funko figure. But
Or Ralph.
see, that's what I'm saying. You could do the whole.
You could do anything. Yeah.
The whole cast of Simpsons, and they would put out
Cat lady swinging a cat.
Oh,
I
man,
mean,
the
shit.
Bumblebee guy.
Oh, Bumblebee guy.
Obviously, we couldn't do a poo
Flanders.
because it's it's not cool now apparently for everybody. All of a sudden, after 30-some years, The Simpsons is uncool because a poo's been there the entire show.
Fun fact. Maybe about 3 weeks now. The episode 3 weeks ago put them one episode ahead of the show Gunsmoke. You ever hear of old
they have
Western?
the most episodes in ever, right?
Yes,
The
they have the
Simpsons.
longest running
Yeah,
TV show in history. Now,
Right.
Officially.
right. And I truly believe South Park is going to hold on until they do one
More?
show over that number when The Simpsons stops. I believe it.
You got to think, The Simpsons came out in 89?
Has it really been that long?
Yeah. Wow. It really has.
They started on, was it Tracy Ullman show?
The Tracy Ullman show,
yeah.
there was a skit, and then
Yep.
it broke off from there to its own. But I think they've been going since 89 or 90.
That's ridiculous to think that life, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Just the impact The Simpsons have had on life.
On everything.
For 30 years.
And all the people are like, you ever see the YouTube videos or just the online post about like what the Simpsons have predicted?
They've got quite a resume.
It's impressive.
Quite a resume.
I mean, there's a lot we could go into on this topic, but I feel like if our listeners are really that interested in it, they can stumble down that block.
I'm sure they've seen one or two
Oh, yeah.
in the news.
Easily. But I highly recommend it if you're bored and have some time to kill.
Yeah.
Or if you don't really have time to kill, but you just happen to, get caught up.
Yeah, right. Have a couple of Gonzo BiggDoggs and look up the Simpsons predictions. It's a great time.
It's a good way to spend your weekend.
They're hitting it. Now that I look over there, the Jetsons might be a pretty cool Funko too.
I would just want Rosie, I think.
I like the dog would be cool.
Astro?
Yeah. They're just so cool. Anybody out there, if you don't collect Funkos, maybe you should, check it out. Might be a little cool thing to do.
Oh yeah, you'd definitely find something that you're into, and it's weird. And it's at first you're like, those are kind of neat. Then you find one, you're like, I have to buy that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to buy that right now. Like, it started with the Slimer one for me, and it's cool because he has, like, kind of like this green see-through plastic that's holding him up.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's sweet looking. And then I found the burnt fucking Marshmallow Man. I'm like, oh, look at that.
We do have a Ghostbuster, too. I think we have Dan Aykroyd's character.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. And like I was telling you earlier, we take them all out of the package.
Mm-hmm.
Every one comes out of the box and goes up on a shelf or the bookcase or whatever.
Wherever.
Except I have one out here in the studio.
This is true. I'm looking at it right now.
It's the only one I've kept in the package since I bought it. Like, I've never even opened the box. And it's the Donald Trump campaign Funko. I remember I was in the store. They had Hillary and Donald Trump. I would have bought a Bernie Sanders if they had one, just because I imagine it's going to look fantastic.
I would believe so.
Like, the picture on the back of the box makes it looks pretty cool, but, you know, when you get it in your hand,
it's a
and you're
totally
looking at it,
different thing.
Right. You start looking at the details of it. You're like, man, this is sweet. I probably would have, by now, I probably would have burnt it. You know? Right. Or I'd have chopped it up in little pieces and gave it to all my neighbors. There's definitely quite a few Funkos that I'd like to see made.
There's quite a few I would not want to see made, like an O.J. Simpson. I don't think I would want to. But if they came out with like...
Or like Bill Cosby. Holding a Jell-O pop. And a roofie in the other hand. Oh, come on.
I know. I know they have there's a director's series. They have Guillermo del Toro Funko Pop.
Really?
And he's holding his little notebook.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but I want to see what else is in that line of...
I just remembered the Pulp Fiction ones. Mm-hmm. Those are pricey.
Oh, I guarantee
like
it. I bet
at
you
the comic book
early.
store, they had...
Jules?
That's who Tarantino's character was, right?
No, that's...
Jimmy. With the coffee cup. Don't you fucking
Jimmy
me,
me,
Jules?
Jules.
Right, yeah, his name was Jimmy. They wanted like $200 for this thing. At the comic book store.
Oh, yeah.
They had Vincent Vega. It was only $50.
Okay.
And then they had another one, too. I think it was Butch with the sword.
Oh.
He's like 20.
That's
It
cool.
really isn't that rare. And I just think it's because when people think of Pulp Fiction, I don't think they think of Bruce Willis, to be honest with you.
No. They think of Travolta or fucking Sam Jackson.
Right. Those are the two that pop off
Yeah.
right away. But yeah, they had them at the comic book store.
That's pretty
Funkos
cool.
are sweet, man.
They are.
I'm telling you. Check them out.
Definitely worth your time.
Yeah. So, before we go tonight, there was one other thing that we wanted to touch on.
As though it's taking over the internet right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal.
Is it Yanni or Lloyd? No, I'm kidding. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care what you hear. I don't. Matter of fact, they're saying both words. Listen again, fuckers.
They got you good.
The dress was gold. Who cares? But what's taking over the internet is the royal wedding.
Yeah.
Prince, right?
Harry.
Is he Prince? Prince Harry?
Well, he is no longer a prince. Well, he is technically a prince, but he's also the Duke of Sussex.
Okay.
He got a new title because he got married.
Is it because he's not the younger one, or is it because
he
he's
is
married?
He is the younger one.
Okay.
But when they get married, they get a new title.
So he can't become king
unless his brother dies and his dad dies.
Okay, so they're okay.
He's like third in line right now.
Which all of this is irrelevant to me. I don't care about that. What's
Nobody gives a
important
fuck.
is that he got married today, correct? Is this morning
This
or something?
morning.
Okay.
Well, yes, and we're
Our time.
Our time.
Our time.
By the time
Saturday
you hear
morning.
this, it already happened.
Yeah, days ago.
We
But the internet doesn't care.
the internet is in fact savage.
Yeah, and the people on the internet are just ruthless when it
Within
comes
seconds, they just drop bombs.
to better royal weddings. And there
The
have been
memes
some
are amazing.
Gems.
So we're gonna rattle off some of our favorites for you. And what we would like is if we didn't mention, or if we did mention, fuck it, let us know
Which
what
one
your
yeah,
favorite one is.
for sure.
Oh, we're going to start a thread on probably our Facebook, and we're going to post our favorite,
Maybe
our top
Twitter.
two.
Maybe Twitter too.
Maybe Twitter.
Maybe Twitter too. Yeah.
And
Maybe somewhere in the bowels of Reddit, we'll dip in there and
We'll comment.
see.
We'll be there.
if it's not already there, right?
yeah, well, I guarantee it's already there.
Right.
But we want you to either post a picture of your favorite one that we missed or didn't comment, or no honorable mentions.
Yeah, just type it out.
Type it out. Who cares?
My favorite right now, number one, is Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth.
I believe at that time he was Macho King Randy Savage.
I think it was King Macho Man Randy Savage is how he...
Fair enough. The
maybe,
title worked.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I thought it was Macho King.
But it was on pay-per-view because I remember we got the pay-per-view and
Watching
watched
the
the
wedding.
wedding. Yeah. Jake the Snake Roberts gave him the snake in the gift, and they opened it up at the wedding reception. Oh, it was so fantastic. 2 thumbs up, way better than the royal wedding from today.
Fair enough.
What was your number one so far?
So far,
that you've
it's
seen?
very, very tough.
There have been some damn good ones.
The internet is just pumping them out.
It's so quick because, like, I don't remember these weddings from, the movies or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you'll see the picture and you're like, oh, yeah, I do remember that. It was great.
The best one that I've seen so far, I would say, was from Spaceballs, where it had
Spaceballs.
Lone Star and Princess Vespa at the end when they get married.
Shit.
Honorable mentions would be Princess Bride.
Yes.
It showed
Princess Bride was a good one.
Oh God, what other ones were there? And then there's other ones where instead of like the better royal weddings, it was like I preferred this over the royal wedding.
Yeah.
Where it had like Jim and Pam from The Office.
Yep.
I enjoyed that one.
The one was Dale Earnhardt Jr. and then a picture of Alanis Morissette and then a picture of the royal couple. And they do look
They're like, congratulations, guys.
very similar. Very similar. Yeah, so they're fucking funny, man. Some of these pictures on the internet with the royal weddings. Again, whichever one you think is funny, maybe there's not. Maybe you can think of one that isn't
hasn't
on
been
the
brought up
internet.
yet.
Right,
Yeah.
bring it up and
Please.
hashtag CHC. Let's all ride this wave together because it's fucking.
We want to see it.
It is hilarious.
And you need to have it seen. So, I mean, it works out perfect.
For sure. And all the movies over the years, the TV shows.
Another honorable mention was Coming to America.
Yep.
With Akeem and Lisa. Oh. I want this to be a thing for a while. I mean, the time frame for the internet is very small, like their attention span of people, but I want to say a week to 2 weeks of just pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, if we can cover like 2 or 3 shows on it.
Oh, yeah. It's gold, baby.
It's good for us. For sure. Oh, shit. Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Prince Harry or whoever,
Harry, yeah.
whichever one it is.
Thank you, internet.
Yeah, appreciate you getting married.
To the listeners, because you're the real champion here.
Well, this has been quite the episode.
I've enjoyed it.
This has turned out to be pretty good, thanks to Gonzo's BiggDogg Brewery.
Oh,
They helped out quite a bit.
They set the tone.
They did.
No, but it's interesting that I discovered that I'm a brown ale type of guy.
Well, that bonfire,
that
was good shit.
That is my favorite so far out of everything we had.
The Wolverine might have been a...
No, I think that was a Pilsner.
No, it was
ale.
It was just premium
it was a lager,
right?
It was a lager, yeah. But no, right now, my top 3 are the Bonfire Browns, number 1. Number 2 was the one we had for St. Patrick's Day, which was a brown ale.
Uncle Steve's.
And coming in at number 3 now is Gonzo's BiggDogg fucking Geyser Brown Ale.
I might like this better than the Uncle Steve's, actually.
It's close.
I
would want to try this in a bottle or a glass, because that does make a difference.
Oh, well, I'll get you a glass for that last one.
Well, that's a waste of a glass. I was drinking out of the can.
Well, you want to try it, you might as well try it in a glass.
But I would say either they're tied for second or it's 2 and 3 of that one.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Oh,
The bonfire was damn good,
my!
man.
I almost picked it up again.
That was what?
Just a drink.
Saugatuck?
Saugatuck, yeah.
That was good stuff.
Quality.
We're fans of the brown ale, that's for sure. We did have one can we forgot to mention. We had one can of Founders All Day IPA.
It was gifted.
It was gifted to us by a friend of the show.
That
friend
we're
of the
hoping to get
family.
on the show.
I know. Put your guard.
You folks would enjoy it so much.
One day, hopefully,
We'll get him on here, though. Don't even worry.
we're gonna break that wall down.
We will.
We're gonna, and if you're listening,
I've seen his eyes,
you're
folks.
coming on the show. It's gonna happen.
He knows.
We'll Uber you a ride home if that's the case, if that's what you're worried about. But we definitely want to say thank you to all the listeners. Episode 26 has been fun.
All 11 countries.
All 11 countries.
It's kind of a big deal for us.
26 states.
Yep.
But thank you to everybody for listening, checking back in with us over and over again. We've once a week. We're still here.
We're here. And you keep showing up too, and that's why we do it.
Yeah. We appreciate it, man. Thank you.
So much.
Our koozies are in.
Oh, that's big news, folks.
We now have our shop is available.
Yep. On our
our website. Yep. What is it? www.chcpodcast.com.
Check us out.
Go there. Go to the shop option.
Mm-hmm.
It's PayPal.
It's real easy.
We have shirts, koozies. We got more merch coming.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to print out a bunch of random shit.
Why not?
And hopefully you find it as cool as we do. Thank you again to Gonzo's BiggDogg Brewing.
Kalamazoos, Michigan.
K-Zoo, baby.
Whoop, whoop.
This brown ale.
Definitely check out Discount Drinks, Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'd like to give a big thank you to Mike Carey Music, also in Wyandotte, right up the road from Discount Drinks. He has basically supplied us with half of our equipment as far as purchase and or trade. And the thing about Mike Carey Music is if you're in the Downriver, Michigan area, please make the trip to his location because their staff, everybody about that place, all they care about is music. Getting the kids into music, everybody having fun with music. You know, they're a really good local place to go and get anything you need.
Support the community.
Anything you need. Mike Carey Music, thank you to Mike Carey Music for helping us out when we needed this piece or that piece to make the show go. And definitely keep going there, for sure. Been going there for a while, actually. Shit was going there back when we were in a band 20 years ago, so you know what I mean? Good familiar place.
Oh, yeah.
What else do we want to say?
Keep a lookout. We will have the brackets for the video games.
Yes.
Coming soon.
Yes. I'm going to say we're looking at July Madness. That sounds like it's going to be a hashtag.
Has a good ring to it.
Yeah. Right in the middle of the year, right around summertime. We'll probably tip off the madness the 4th of July there. So everybody will be around a bunch of people. If you're around your family and friends and maybe they've never heard of us, spread the word.
Oh, yeah.
Get them listening. Podcasts aren't for everybody, but, you know, maybe they'll enjoy it.
You never know.
We tend to keep things quite lighthearted around here, so...
We just want to share.
Might be R-rated, but...
yeah. Possibly not safe for work. We just like sharing the fun, interesting stuff we find throughout the week with you guys.
Absolutely. And we would love to hear from you if you have something interesting.
Oh, please.
Because sometimes we don't see it all. So we will leave you with this. Please check out Pop Funko Figures.
Stay away from cuttlefish.
Look out for Mad Mike's boat.
So fast.
And the Predator. Which could be an octopus.
We don't know what exactly it is.
It's crazy. But we will be back next week. That is for sure.
Guaranteed.
Episode 27.
Coming soon.
And until then, thank you very much.
Hope you have a fantastic week. We'd like to have you guys listen again.